Hari Om. In this series, in the last one especially, I introduced this BMI chart, wherein we saw that the body, mind, and intellect and the world of objects, emotions, thoughts, it's pretty much a similar composition that all of us have. What makes the difference is this layer of vasana that we have. And I had briefly mentioned that if the vasanas that I am entertaining is sattvic, rajasic or tamasic, if it is sattvic, then I am in a positive note, I enjoy the world and I become the source of joy for others, the same OED. But if it is rajasic, I am disturbed, I become the cause for disturbance. If I am tamasic, I am sad and I become this reason for sadness to others around. So it is the same world of objects, emotions, thoughts. It is a similar kind of body, mind and intellect. What makes the difference is this layers of vasanas, and these layers of vasanas we are not predisposed, we are destined to it. It is something which I have been the architect of. Now, if I am the architect of these sets of vasanas, though in the from the past I have acquired these vasanas, I may claim that I am predisposed to this, but if I am the architect of it in the past, which has resulted now in this present, I can as well reconstruct these sets of vasanas as to how or what I entertain as vasanas. And it depends on what kind of activity, with what attitude, with what intensity, what intentions that I carry to do these actions which further strengthen or weaken the vasanas. Though the ultimate goal is to reach to a point wherein these vasanas are sublimated, not suppressed. Suppression leads to a vehement reactive pattern which is detrimental to the individual. Whereas when we try sublimating these vasanas, we get the opportunity to become lighter from within, enlightened from within, and more sattvic in nature. What is the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is through this body, mind and intellect, when I am interacting with the world of emotions, objects and thoughts, as a perceiver, feeler, thinker, I function in such a way that I am constantly in a joyous disposition, which is a choice that I am making, and through this joyous disposition I function in the world that wherever, whatever I come in touch with, I become the source of joy, source of happiness, source of, at least I am not a threat. I am not a cause of fear, agitation and sadness in others. Pujya Guruji, Swami Chinmayananda puts it so simple and profound. He says, the best way to be happy is to make others around you happy. See, you have a family structure, have a spouse, wife or a husband, children, then parents, in-laws, relatives, neighbors, friends. All of these if they are constantly nagging, can I be at peace? And when I say or make a statement that I am happy or not happy because of them, Vedanta is stating very bluntly, openly, clearly that, hey, pause. Pause, look at your life. They may be the trigger points, but it is you, the integral part, which once managed, you can be the master. Master of your own joy as well as others. So don't blame them, but put them in a joyous disposition wherein they don't become a threat, they don't become a nagging factor, they don't become a pain point, a sore point in life. That I become more efficient at blame games, blaming the objects, emotions, thoughts for my joy or sorrow. But let's become masters wherein I stop blaming the objects, emotions, thoughts for my position, my current condition, but I take the complete onus and start refining these vasanas. That is the key. See, when we translate the word culture into Sanskritam, in Sanskritam we call it as Samskriti or Samskara. Culture is Samskriti, refinement. Therefore, even the Bhasha, Sanskritam, is a refined language. And we are told that our rishis, through the scriptures, have laid out 40 plus samskaras, of which 16 are mandatory, wherein from womb to the tomb, to the last step of life. In fact, even the last step when we cremate, it is called Antima Samskara. How beautiful, right? Even the last step is called Samskara. The first step, being conceived, is called Garbhadhana Samskara. So from the Garbhadhana, where the Jiva is welcomed into this world through the womb of the mother, to the last point wherein we call it as Antim Samskara, each step, we are often told, oh, Hinduism is ritualistic. It's as much ritualistic as much as in this day and age, you go to hospital to deliver your child. You take them to school for admitting them to education. These are the very samskaras which are called the Jata Karma, the birth of the child, Namakarana. Then there is Chuda Karma, then there is Karna Bhedi. Chuda Karma is transferring the hair, the first hair, for the healthy growth of it for the later stages. Then the Karna Bhedi is the ears are pierced. Then comes the Yajnopavita Samskara. Then comes the Akshara Bhyasa. Then comes the Yajnopavita Samskara. Then very important is the step wherein the child's graduation. That is also an important step. Snataka. Then comes the marriage. All these are called samskaras. Why is it called samskara? I like the word samskara. The vasana is like a scar. These so-called rituals are the methods and processes to remove that scar of the vasanas, so that from an apparent disturbed state of existence I can lead life in a more peaceful state of existence. So from the disturbed state is called vikara or vikriti. From vikara we process it to samskara. From samskara we transcend the gunas, thereby going to the highest. What a complete way of looking at life through this particular chart. So here we focused on what does samskara mean, what does vikara mean, and going to our natural state of existence to the highest, the Om is called being in my natural state of existence. From Vikriti, transformation through Samskriti to reach to my Prakriti. Prakriti here I am using from the perspective of reaching to our natural state of existence, which is the Supreme Consciousness, Paramatma. Let us dwell deeper into this with our next one. We will still continue with the BMI chart. There is so much that this chart can offer. Thanks to Pujya Gurudev and his entire tapas and understanding, which he has brought it down to this particular chart, so that it is Vedanta. Understanding our own life becomes easier through this chart. We will continue again in the next one.